Yeah, I know. Take a mush like a pro. How you leave the beat when your worst nightmares flow? You a bitch, keep it on the low. Fucked up now, I get a go. If I ever speak on what I know, he have a meltdown, he made it snow. Nigga, I kept the pin alive.
For them to say, okay, it's Adam and Eve, it's a snake, it's the word of God, they in the eating. But then when they have kids, one brother killed the other brother, and he flee to a land where people are at. That's your first clue that how y'all the first man and woman, but it's people. They're named.
Whoever said that though? See, that's religion.
The book says that.
No, it does not.
It does.
It
bro,
does not. You
hold
talking
on,
to some? I'm a scholar.
But you cutting me off.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you. I ain't mean to
If
cut
you
your
kill
way.
your, if y'all the only people there, right?
Yep.
Is that true?
That's not
Adam
true.
and Eve.
That's not true.
It clearly say that they the
It
first
does
man
not,
and woman.
No, it does not. Not one time in the book of Genesis does it ever say that Adam and Eve is the first man and woman. It say he created man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he created animals, right? And then the man wasn't happy. Then he took the. You gotta understand. This is, you know what parabolic mean?
No, just let me. No, just tell me.
Okay,
'Cause I understand it, but it's when you being
Yeah, no,
parabolic, it's supposed to make sense. In a regular way, it's an entendre.
No,
that's what the whole point of being parabolic.
No, that's what I'm saying.
It works
That's the
both
point.
ways, not just one way.
That's the point. That's what I'm saying. You don't understand it.
I do.
It's okay.
It's supposed to be
so
an
is it an
entendre,
actual
bro.
snake? So is it an actual snake talking?
Whether it is or not, I think the snake
It
is more
does that.
righteous.
We're talking
than,
about understanding. Is it an actual
This is
snake
what I'm
talking?
saying. This is why it doesn't matter.
Go ahead. It does.
It doesn't matter because the only point I don't stick to the. To me, that's the filler part because you'll get caught up on who is the snake, and it doesn't matter to me because I know the snake told the truth and God lied. If you
God didn't lie.
God lied. Did they die?
Let's hear it.
Did they die when they ate the apple?
No, but they did.
What was
die.
bad about knowing?
They did die.
But what was bad about knowing?
Because it wasn't. Listen,
The 120 years didn't come into play to Noah's Ark.
Listen, I'm gonna explain to you.
Remember?
You don't.
Noah's Ark is when they
Bro,
made the
it's
120 years.
You're right, but listen, I'm
Because
trying to
Noah
tell
was
you.
over 600 years old.
Listen to what I'm saying. It's
Allegedly.
so much. It's so much that you don't understand. It's so much
You
you're
say
not
that,
taking into account.
but you're not even.
I
I'm
get
sticking
it.
to one point.
Okay, go ahead.
And
What's your one point?
there is no answer for why doesn't it say what God told the people outside of the garden?
It's not meant for you to know that. Do you tell your children?
Who are the
Do
people?
you tell
in
your
the garden?
children everything about your life? Who you having sex with? What you ate? What you did yesterday? Why you like the color black? Like the stuff you know about your mother's past?
But this
you don't
is,
tell your
there's
children
a reason
everything.
why you don't tell them.
Exactly.
Right? It's not a good reason. It's because you think they ain't ready to hear it. You're keeping it from them for no reason other than your own fears and
insecurities. It is a good and bad reason because the bad reasoning might be the contents of what you don't want your child to know. The good part, here comes the good part.
What's bad
the
about
good
information?
Because it could possibly damage them. It could possibly derail them. It could possibly
nothing God made can
misinfluence
derail
them.
them. That's what I believe.
You're
If
right.
God is who He is, right? All information should be pertinent and it should be taught in a way that they know this is this.
How can
this
you,
is why.
You're saying that
and
as
this
the
is why.
creation. You're not the creator.
No.
So
I'm
you
talking
can
about-
only give me a creation.
No,
you can only come from a
I'm gonna let you finish.
You can only come from a perspective of the creation. You're not the creator. Now you can understand certain things to a degree because you created your child and you have power over them and they come from you. But you're not the creator of all things, so you will never be able to understand it from that perspective. Now, let me say this.
From what perspective is that perspective?
The perspective of why he does what he does.
Bro.
Going back to our original point.
You
Going back
allowing
the
it to
original
be
point,
a mystery where
why
there
he
are no
didn't
mysteries.
tell why he didn't tell the other people who are there not to bother with this, or why he didn't want Adam and Eve to eat the apple.
But that's not really what I said.
Go ahead.
I said the book doesn't tell us about the people outside of the garden.
Because it's not meant for you to know about them.
Why would
me give
you
you a-
say it's not meant
I'm about to tell you.
How can you say that what he meant to do?
I'm gonna tell you because if it was
You know what I'm saying?
if it was meant for us, then we would have known about it. It's like if you live your life, right? You go through your whole life and you in your 60s and you just looking back in hindsight and you like, bro, damn, bro, I always wanted to be rich. I got a cousin that's rich, an uncle but it
No,
never
no,
happened
no.
for me.
No,
Why?
no,
It
no,
just
no.
wasn't for you.
No,
Some
no.
shit is just isn't for you, bro.
No.
But listen, I want to go back to the
That's
original
not
point
true.
though. That is true because if
The
it didn't
analogy
happen,
that you're using not true. I'm not saying that your point is not true.
If it's meant
I
for
just
you to-
think the analogy don't really work.
No,
but
okay, maybe you don't get it. And now I'm gonna break it down so then you
All
can
right.
see if you got a chance to actually understand.
All
So,
right.
just like it's not meant for you to know everything, sometimes it's not meant for you to have everything.
says who?
Says
Where do you get that from? Everything is here for your domain. That's the whole point of you're a man.
why isn't everybody rich?
This earth is your domain.
Why isn't everybody rich?
What is rich?
Money.
No, rich is not money.
No,
Money
I'm
is
talking
some
about
shit they
being
made up.
rich in money. I agree.
Even
with
if
you.
it's gold coins, even if it's a
You're
gold
right, I
chalice,
agree.
a gold
paper
pyramid,
isn't really money.
gold ain't either.
Gold is money.
They
bro.
decided it was worth
Oh
money,
my
right?
God.
They decided to use it to barter, but if you think about it, the only thing that's worth something is knowing your purpose for being here and making sure it gets fulfilled.
That ain't gonna feed you. That ain't gonna feed your family. That ain't gonna get you
Alright.
a 6-bedroom
I
house.
don't want
That's
to.
not gonna get you.
I
a
don't want to
Bentley.
conflate original to all the man-made shit that's here. now.
We scaring away from the point. The point. The main. All right.
But you ain't never listened to my point.
I listened.
All
to your
I
point.
did was give a little excerpt,
Go ahead. I'm
but I
listening.
didn't want to
I'm
cut you
listening.
off.
Go. I'm listening.
This is why it's three. I don't know. I got 2 or 3 examples, right? All right. So I already said that basically the snake was more honest than the word they got from God. That's one point that I'm gonna make. Now maybe I might
You
have to
say
elaborate.
God lied though.
He did lie.
How?
Well, I would rather go to exactly what he said, so I don't miss.
I mean, I can pull it up if you want me to pull it up.
That's cool.
I can, cause he never lied. He said they was gonna die, didn't he?
He did not tell them
Did
that
he
they
say
would
that-
have knowledge. All he said was, "You will surely die." Now he didn't say immediately. I'll give you that. But if you to absolute truth is the shit that they do in court.
Bro,
you
Cardi-
tell the whole truth.
Go
You tell nothing but the truth.
Okay.
Feel me? Meaning you don't add to the truth. You don't take away from the truth. You just give it all out.
Okay.
So if anybody, even a parent, this is a lot of parents' problem, but not to really go there like that. When you don't tell a child why to not do something,
Mm-hmm.
they stay curious. Like,
Okay.
it's hot on the stove, don't touch the stove or whatever. If I never seen my mother get burnt on the stove and she never explained to me what the fuck fire is or gave me some example of like, look what it do to this paper or whatever, right? Look what it do to your Cabbage Patch doll or whatever. And you know, oh yeah, shit. That nigga don't got no arm no more.
Okay.
You feel me? So it's like the why brings understanding, right? So
it doesn't bring full understanding.
listen, if
Why?
God did not want you to eat the tree, he wouldn't have even really made it possible for you to do that because it was so detrimental for you.
He knew they was gonna eat. He knew they were gonna eat from the tree. And see, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You can't.
But-
You're really not. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You're
You're
not
really not
letting me
even qualified to speak about this because
Nope.
you don't have the full understanding.
You say I don't because I don't
fruit.
agree.
It wasn't actual fruit.
I didn't say it was actual
You know,
fruit.
listen. The trees were people.
I
The
didn't.
fruit was knowledge. The fruit that he didn't want them to eat was wickedness, bad shit. Bad shit
But
that
they
he didn't want them to
nothing
become a part of.
bad.
They did.
became aware, is what it says.
And-
They were aware that they were naked. They were aware that they were
Exactly.
hungry.
Exactly.
They were aware that they was attracted to each other. They was aware of this, of that. Awareness. They became woke, bro. They was not just a docile animal that just, it lift up a leg and piss. It go in a circle before it shit.
But guess
it,
what that- but
it,
he got-
it licks his own
This the part you
shit
missing.
clean. You
He
feel
knew.
me?
Listen, this the part you
It
missing.
gave them the will, right?
It gave them the will, and the will was going to lead to death. Why? Because he know that he gave them this body of sin. Once Eve did what she did, her body inherited sin,
But
which
did they know
means
why?
now she
Right.
created the balance between good and evil. She will forever do good and evil. If she was created to just do good,
It was already a good and evil.
it was. But if she would
They
have
just
never
became aware of it.
exactly, so he didn't
Listen.
want them to be aware of that.
Okay. But he left it open for them to be
Because
aware
he
or
knew,
maybe
because
not.
he knew they were going to do it. He created them.
Alright.
It's like if you create a PlayStation 4 and it has some kind of glitch in the system, you're gonna understand what the glitch is because you created the game.
See, this was.
So he already knew that.
That's cool.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna let you.
No,
he already
that's
knew that they were gonna become aware, and be wicked, right?
He already knew.
Which was eventually gonna lead to death.
Right.
If that would have never
He
happened,
already knew.
we probably wouldn't be here. It probably wouldn't be in America. This camera wouldn't exist. That the way this house built probably wouldn't exist. Car, none of that would exist if they wouldn't have did what they did, because all of that led to today. Who knows what would come about if we lived in a world where everybody was all good? This world is manufactured by good and
I wouldn't
evil.
go that far. No, I understand your point.
Go ahead.
But I wouldn't really. All right, I'm not going to dispute that. But my point is that it is a clear account of their narcissistic patriarchal society, because
Who's though?
in our ancient times, women held power because they maintained their feminine energy. They didn't have the power that they had because they was just ratchet, or they just was killing bitches,
Sure.
or because they could suck dick the best, or make
Sure.
the best chili, or whatever the fuck niggas think that women are only can do, right, or whatever.
That's true.
But they also, like the Matrix.